That there has been some social media allegations about me associating with some political parties. I want to put it very clearly and in no uncertain terms that one, as per constitutional requirement, I resigned from UPND. So there's no question about that. I'm no longer a member of UPND. And so when you get comments from Mr. Emenda saying, no, UPND should disregard, my message is my message as an independent and not as a UPND. I've not masqueraded as a UPND because I left. I signed a letter of exit from the party. I don't hold any position in UPND. I'm just an independent member who is not aligned to any other political entity that exists in this country. And because it's a constitutional right, I must be left to campaign in the most fair way that anybody else should campaign. And so those social media questions you're asking me that you are being lumped with this group, I'm bold enough. If I wanted to be a socialist, I would have joined socialist. If I wanted to be whatever the party for Mundubile, I would have joined without even shame. If I wanted to be Nrpup or whatever party, I would have joined. I haven't joined any political party. I am a member of I was a member of UPND, and now I'm an independent member without a party, and the constitution permits for that. So I would like to just make it clear to the Secretary General of UPND, who seemed to be wanting to attach me to the party that I already left. In UPND, there's nothing for me. I left. And so they must also leave me alone. Let me campaign based on the rules and regulations of the Electoral Commission of Zambia. And this mouth should not be shut. I must campaign based on my stand. And my stand is independent and is provided for in the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia. Okay, so thank you very much for your visit here at our house. As you can see, we are like on ice. We have been told by the police that all political activities in this constituency remain suspended until further notice. As law-abiding people, you can see we are here, basically numb and failing to leave this place to go into the outreach to campaign as it ought to be, because this is a campaign period. All that notwithstanding, we are okay with it. You can see that our fleet is just packed. Our campaigners are here. They were willing to go with us today. We should have been in Mugoto Ward, which is in the central constituency. But then we are numb because the police have said that we shouldn't engage until they tell us. However, it should be noted very clearly also that while we are seated here at home, our colleagues at Lusumpuko home in Nakambala of the Central Constituency Ward conducting meetings. Therefore, I would like to make an appeal to the police that what is good for the goose is good for the gander. And that in itself tells you that I am complaining about disleveling of the playing field. But we are okay, we are comfortable. Regarding the issue of the ECZ that you've asked me, I, first of all, wasn't clear and sure the authenticity of that particular circular. And I tried to call the ECZ, I tried to call Mr. Casaro, Mrs. Alomis, General Mukanda, to ask them first about the authenticity of that document before we could respond, because we only saw it on social media. I have not gotten any response from them, so we have engaged the services of legal experts to first go and inquire with the ECZ the authenticity of that document. But suffice to state clearly that if it is true, it poses a lot of what one would call constitutional and legal breaches. Because, one, the candlelight that some of us are using was one of the options that the ECZ gave us on nomination day. We didn't come up with our own. It was on the schedule, on the piece of paper that had options, and we did our part to choose. I did my part, to be specific. I also went further to brand campaign posters, which came at a cost, campaign t-shirts, which came at a cost, campaign caps, which came at a cost. And so the question that really begs an answer is to see whether or not the ECZ, in issuing that circular, if they truly did consider all those, things that I've said. And I don't think I'm alone in this whole matter. There are many people who have also started their campaign, and it should be clear that my instruction to my lawyers is to try and get a judicial review so that the ECZ do not tamper with what we chose from their menu.